If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you do understand will confuse you. In all of these 9 areas of activity, economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. Anywhere on the planet, minute by minute, day by day, all of the time, all of the time, all of the time.
All righty. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Monica Buffalo. Constructive action items. Good morning. I want you to check that out for me. I think Mr. Fuller and I will speak about that. He doesn't know this yet, but anyway. Good morning to the entire planet, and welcome to the Counter-Racist Code Show with Mr. Neely Fuller, Jr. I am here with Mr. Neely Fuller, Jr. And let me introduce to some and present to others Mr. Neely Fuller, Jr. Mr. Fuller, first of all, good morning. Secondly, how are you?
Good morning. I'm still learning.
Okay, you are still learning. I have 2 questions for you right off the bat, but I'm not going to give them to you at the moment because one of the things that is very popular that people seem to like is the thoughts and expressions that come from your mind. And what have you been thinking about in terms of thoughts and expressions that you would like to speak about before we commence with today's programming?
Well, several things. I heard other programs since last week's program about black love and as a solution to black people's problems. But I'm not going to remark on that right now because I thought of something else too. That is kind of prevalent, I think. And that is the beating of young children, of young black children, using the technique of beatings, terrifying, in order to teach. And some people say, there's an old cliche, and they say it's biblical. Some people say, spare the rod and spoil the child. Well, the codified position is it's best, in my opinion, and this is in the code, it's best to teach by talking and explaining in detail. A lot of people have, well, shut up, you know, you're nothing but a child, don't ask so many questions. I'll just tell you, just do it. Do it because I say so. That's never a reason, according to the code. That's never a reason to tell anybody that. Do it because I say so. You always give the reason, a logical reason for everything that you say to anybody of any age. Doesn't have anything to do with age. It has to do with getting a job done in the best possible manner. And you don't so-called talk down to young people just because young people are, you might say, down, because if they're real young, they're usually shorter than you are, even if you're a short person. So I guess that's where that expression came from, talking down to people. You just talk to people. You don't talk down. You don't talk up, sideways. You just tell them the truth about anything that they ask about, and tell them in such a way that they understand what you're saying. I had teachers that terrified the students. Just a couple, not most of them. And the reason they terrified the students is because they were dissatisfied and disgruntled about something I later on observed in their own existence. They had sex problems of some type, husband problems, wife problems, whatever. Job problems with the administration, the school administration. A lot of teachers have that. So sometimes that spills over and hits the students, and it's not healthy. So one has to really be on their toes about that and explain things. If you say that something should or should not be done, explain why. Always.
Okay.
And, that's what's on my mind this morning.
Okay.
Black people get enough terrifying. Black people, period, have now exist under terrifying conditions, and always have since the beginning of the system of white supremacy, for sure. So you don't want to spread terror when you're trying to talk to somebody about how best to go about solving problems, which is what school is. School starts from the day you're born. You don't wait until you're 6 years old or 7 to start school. You start school maybe prior to when you're born. But school is always in session. But you should always be learning something that you can use for constructive purposes in order to produce what? Constructive results. That's what your entire existence is about. So you don't do that with terror. That's not the best way. You can do it that way. That's not the best way.
That's not the best way. Okay.
What it is and how it
All righty.
Everything else that you
Let's
do
move on
understand
here with the
will
program. Thank you,
confuse
Mr. Phillips.
In all of these 9 areas of activity,
Some information.
economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. Anywhere on the planet, minute by minute, day by day, all of the time, all of the time, all of the time.
All righty. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Monica Buffalo. Constructive action items. Good morning. I want you to check that out for me. I think Mr. Fuller and I will speak about that. He doesn't know this yet, but anyway. Good morning.